Welcome, dear viewers, to a transformative and eye-opening journey into the profound wisdom and astonishing prophecies of Baba Vanga. Today, we uncover a revelation so gripping, it has the potential to reshape your understanding of the world. This teaching is not just a collection of words. It is a sacred guide to help you decipher the cosmic blueprint Baba Vanga left behind regarding the fate of Donald Trump and the future of the United States. But let me warn you, this teaching is not for the faint of heart. If you choose to skip or dismiss what lies ahead, you risk missing out on profound insights that could prepare you for the events to come. This video is meant for seekers of truth, for those willing to look beyond the veil of ordinary life and into the spiritual currents that shape the world. It is not for the skeptical or the casually curious. It is for those who feel a deeper pull to understand the mysteries of existence. In this video, you will learn the shocking details of Baba Vanga's prophecy for 2025. From the foretold fate of Donald Trump to the seismic shifts that may redefine the United States, each moment in this teaching will reveal truths that will stir your spirit and ignite your mind. You will also discover the invaluable lessons hidden within these predictions, lessons that can guide you to personal growth, resilience, and wisdom in uncertain times. Before we begin, I invite you to take a moment to subscribe to this channel, like this video, and turn on notifications. These simple actions not only ensure that you stay connected to profound teachings like this, but also help spread wisdom to others through the algorithms of YouTube. So, like, comment, and share your thoughts as we dive into a prophecy that could alter the course of history. Now, take a deep breath, open your mind, and let us step into the timeless wisdom of Baba Vanga and uncover the secrets of 2025. Baba Vanga once said, "The future is not fixed, but it is written in the stars for those who dare to see." These words hold the key to understanding not only her prophecies, but also the nature of the unseen forces that govern our world. To understand her vision, we must first explore the foundation of prophecy itself, the delicate balance between destiny and free will. The year 2025 looms large in her predictions, marked by what she described as a cosmic ripple effect, centered on leadership and global power. At the heart of this ripple lies Donald Trump, a figure whose influence Baba Vanga likened to a double-edged sword. She foresaw Trump as both a catalyst for great upheaval and a symbol of resilience, a man whose fate would reflect the soul of a divided nation. But what does this mean for the United States? What spiritual lessons can we glean from these warnings? To delve deeper, we must first acknowledge the importance of collective energy. Baba Vanga taught that the destiny of a nation is shaped not only by its leaders, but also by the spiritual alignment of its people. She believed that the United States, a land of innovation and contradictions, would face a series of trials in 2025, tests that would reveal whether it could rise to its highest potential or succumb to its divisions. The first lesson of this prophecy is clear. The choices we make as individuals ripple outward to affect the whole. Whether you are a leader, a follower, or simply an observer, your energy contributes to the collective reality. As we move through Baba Vanga's revelations, let this truth serve as a guiding light. The fate of Donald Trump, the United States, and indeed the world may be written in the stars, but it is also written in the hearts and actions of each of us. Stay tuned as we unveil the intricate details of Baba Vanga's vision, exploring the trials, transformations, and spiritual awakenings that await in 2025. Let her wisdom guide you, not just as a passive observer, but as an active participant in shaping the future. Baba Vanga believed that leaders are not mere individuals. They are vessels of energy, embodying the collective consciousness of those they lead. In her prophecy about Donald Trump, she foresaw a pivotal moment in 2025, where leadership would hang in the balance like a swinging pendulum. This moment, she warned, would test the resilience of not just Trump, but the soul of the United States itself. She described a vision of the pendulum swinging between chaos and order. On one side, she saw the resurgence of old wounds, division, distrust, and discord. On the other, she envisioned a path of unity and renewal, driven by hard truths and collective accountability. Baba Vanga often emphasized that leadership, at its core, is a reflection of the people's inner state. If the leader falters, she said, it is because the people's spirit wavers. This prophecy serves as a powerful reminder for us all. Leadership is not a solitary journey. The United States, a beacon of democracy and hope, must recognize the power of its people to shape its destiny. Baba Vanga warned that in 2025, the nation's leadership would face unprecedented scrutiny. The choices made during this time would either elevate the nation to a higher spiritual frequency or plunge it into a deeper state of division. The lesson here is one of co-creation. While leaders may guide the way, the people hold the true power to inspire change. As individuals, our actions, thoughts, and energy contribute to the larger narrative. This chapter invites us to reflect on the role we play in shaping our collective future. Are we empowering leaders to bring about positive transformation, or are we passively allowing the pendulum to swing unchecked? Baba Vanga's prophecies for 2025 did not come without warnings. She foresaw what she called a storm on the horizon, a series of events that would shake the very foundation of the United States. This storm was not merely political or economic. It was spiritual in nature, a call to awaken and confront the shadows that had been ignored for too long. One of the most chilling aspects of her vision involved the fate of Donald Trump. She described him as a lightning rod, a figure who would either attract divine intervention or spark a series of trials that would test his endurance and legacy. The storm, she said, would be both personal and national, intertwining Trump's journey with the soul of the United States. The storm will not discriminate, she warned. It will test the strong and the weak alike. This chapter is a call to prepare, not out of fear, but out of wisdom. Baba Vanga often taught that storms, whether literal or metaphorical, are opportunities for cleansing and growth. They force us to confront our vulnerabilities and build resilience. For the United States, 2025 would be a year of reckoning, where the storm would reveal the strength of its foundations and the depth of its unity. As individuals, we are reminded to seek clarity amidst chaos. Baba Vanga urged her followers to find their inner stillness, to become the eye of the storm. This is a time to embrace self-awareness, to recognize our role in the greater cosmic design, and to align our actions with our highest values. Let this chapter inspire you to see the storm not as an end, but as a necessary step toward renewal. In her prophecies, Baba Vanga placed immense emphasis on the power of truth. For 2025, she foresaw a time when hidden truths would come to light, shaking the very core of leadership and governance in the United States. Donald Trump, she predicted, would stand at the center of this revelation, a figure whose life and decisions would spark a global conversation about authenticity, accountability, and integrity. Baba Vanga spoke of truth as both liberating and disruptive. She warned that uncovering hidden truths would not be an easy process. It would require courage and a willingness to face uncomfortable realities. The light of truth, she said, will burn away illusions, but it will also illuminate the path forward. For the United States, this prophecy hinted at a series of disclosures, perhaps political, perhaps social, that would force the nation to confront its past and redefine its future. For Donald Trump, this period of truth would mark a critical turning point. Baba Vanga foresaw a moment of choice, where he would either rise to embody the values of transparency and leadership, or falter under the weight of his past. This choice, she believed, would not only determine his legacy, but also influence the collective consciousness of the nation. The lesson for us all is clear. Truth is a mirror that reflects our highest potential. Whether on a personal or national level, embracing truth requires humility and a commitment to growth. Baba Vanga's wisdom encourages us to look inward and ask ourselves tough questions. Are we living authentically? Are we contributing to a culture of truth and accountability? As we move deeper into Baba Vanga's prophecies, let this chapter serve as a reminder that truth is both a gift and a responsibility. It is the foundation upon which lasting change is built, and it is the key to navigating the challenges of 2025 with wisdom and grace. Stay tuned as we unravel more of her profound insights, each one a stepping stone on the path to understanding. Baba Vanga often likened human decisions to stones thrown into a still pond. Each choice creates ripples that extend far beyond what the eye can see. For 2025, she foresaw a year where the choices of leaders, particularly Donald Trump, would send profound ripples through the United States and beyond. These decisions, she predicted, would shape not only the nation's trajectory but also influence the world stage. In her vision, Baba Vanga emphasized the importance of intentionality in leadership. She believed that every action taken by those in power carries the weight of responsibility, affecting millions of lives. In 2025, Trump's choices, she warned, would be scrutinized under a microscope, as the ripple effects of his decisions would reach far and wide, touching not only the political landscape but also the spiritual and emotional fabric of the nation. The United States, Baba Vanga said, would face a crossroads, a moment where the collective choices of its people would determine whether the ripples created unity or division. She saw a need for deep reflection, urging individuals to recognize the power of their own actions. While leaders may cast the first stone, the ripples they create are amplified by the actions and intentions of those who follow. This chapter teaches us that the ripples we create in our daily lives matter. Whether in our families, communities, or workplaces, our choices impact others in ways we may never fully understand. Baba Vanga's prophecy challenges us to act with mindfulness and integrity, to ensure that the ripples we send into the world contribute to positive change rather than chaos. One of Baba Vanga's most intriguing prophecies for 2025 was a vision of a veil being lifted, a moment when secrets long hidden would finally come to light. This unveiling, she said, would expose truths about leadership, governance, and the state of the world that would leave many stunned and unsettled. Donald Trump, she predicted, would find himself at the center of these revelations, his life and legacy intertwined with the secrets that would emerge. Baba Vanga often spoke of secrets as double-edged swords. While some truths have the power to heal and transform, others can shatter illusions and force us to confront uncomfortable realities. In 2025, she foresaw a year where the veil of secrecy would be pierced, compelling the United States to face its hidden wounds and reevaluate its values. For Trump, this prophecy hinted at revelations that could redefine public perception. Baba Vanga described a moment of reckoning, where hidden aspects of his past and present would come to the surface. Whether these revelations would lead to redemption or further controversy, she left unclear, emphasizing instead the importance of how they would be received and acted upon. This chapter invites us to reflect on the role of truth in our own lives. Are there secrets we are keeping, either from ourselves or others, that hinder our growth? Baba Vanga's wisdom reminds us that while the truth may be painful, it is also liberating. By embracing honesty and transparency, we create space for healing and transformation, both individually and collectively. In her prophecy for 2025, Baba Vanga envisioned the United States standing at a critical crossroads. This moment, she warned, would be marked by a deep sense of uncertainty, as the nation grappled with its identity and purpose. Donald Trump's role in this pivotal time, she said, would be both symbolic and practical, reflecting the broader challenges and opportunities facing the country. The crossroads Baba Vanga described was not merely political, it was spiritual and existential. She saw the United States as a beacon of hope and resilience, yet also as a nation burdened by its past and uncertain of its future. This duality, she believed, would come to a head in 2025, forcing the country to make choices that would define its legacy for generations to come. For Trump, this prophecy suggested a moment of great influence and responsibility. Baba Vanga foresaw him as a figure who could either lead the nation toward unity and renewal or deepen its divisions. This choice, she said, would not be his alone. It would be shaped by the collective energy and intentions of the American people. This chapter serves as a call to action for viewers. Baba Vanga's wisdom reminds us that crossroads are not times of despair. They are opportunities for growth and transformation. As individuals, we have the power to influence the direction of our communities and nations. By aligning our actions with our highest values and working toward unity, we can ensure that the choices made at the crossroads lead to a brighter future. Stay with us as we delve deeper into Baba Vanga's profound insights, unraveling the mysteries of her prophecies and uncovering the lessons they hold for us all. The journey is just beginning. Baba Vanga's prophecy for 2025 painted a vivid picture of shattered illusions, a year where many would come to realize that the stories they believed about leadership, power, and even themselves were far from the truth. She foresaw this as a moment of awakening, where the veil of comfort and complacency would be ripped away, exposing the harsh realities beneath. Donald Trump, she predicted, would be a central figure in this collapse of illusions, his journey mirroring the larger unraveling of facades across the United States. For Trump, this prophecy suggested a stark confrontation with perception versus reality. Baba Vanga saw his name being invoked in debates about truth, trust, and the nature of leadership. She warned that this period of disillusionment would not be easy, but it was necessary for the nation to grow. Only by confronting uncomfortable truths could the United States begin to heal its divisions and rebuild its foundation. This chapter isn't just about Trump. It's about the collective experience of letting go of comforting lies to embrace raw honesty. Baba Vanga taught that the collapse of illusions, while painful, is a necessary step in the journey toward enlightenment. Whether in personal lives or on a national scale, this process forces us to question what we hold dear and what truly serves our growth. As viewers, this chapter invites deep introspection. What illusions are we clinging to, either about ourselves or the world around us? Baba Vanga's wisdom encourages us to face these illusions with courage, knowing that on the other side lies clarity, freedom, and the opportunity for renewal. With the collapse of illusions comes the opportunity for rebirth, and Baba Vanga foresaw 2025 as a pivotal year for the United States to redefine its values. She envisioned a nation rising from the ashes of division and disillusionment, rediscovering the core principles that had once united its people. Donald Trump, she predicted, would play a complex role in this rebirth, serving as both a symbol of the old ways and a catalyst for change. Baba Vanga often spoke of values as the soul of a nation. Without a strong moral foundation, she warned, even the most powerful societies would crumble. In 2025, she saw the United States being forced to confront its values, asking hard questions about what it truly stands for. This process, she said, would be neither quick nor easy, but it was essential for the country's survival and growth. For Trump, this prophecy hinted at a legacy tied to the nation's identity. Whether he would be remembered as a unifying figure or a divisive one, Baba Vanga left open to interpretation. What she emphasized was the importance of intention and action, how leaders and citizens alike choose to engage with the challenges before them. This chapter reminds us that values are not abstract concepts. They are the guiding principles that shape our decisions and define our character. Baba Vanga's wisdom calls on us to reflect on our own values and how they align with our actions. Are we contributing to a world that reflects our highest ideals, or are we perpetuating cycles of fear and division? One of Baba Vanga's most poignant insights for 2025 was her vision of legacy, not just for individuals like Donald Trump, but for nations and civilizations as a whole. She foresaw a year where the United States would grapple with its past, its present, and the legacy it wished to leave for future generations. This reckoning, she said, would be both humbling and empowering, offering a chance to rewrite the narrative of a divided nation. For Trump, this prophecy spoke of the weight of his legacy. Baba Vanga described a leader whose actions and decisions would echo long after his time in the spotlight. She saw him as a polarizing figure, loved by some and reviled by others, but undeniably influential. His legacy, she warned, would not be determined solely by his achievements or failures, but by how he chose to address the challenges before him in 2025. The United States, too, would face questions of legacy. Baba Vanga envisioned a nation standing at the intersection of decline and renewal, its future shaped by the choices of its leaders and its people. She saw this as a moment of great potential, a chance to build a legacy of resilience, unity, and progress, or to succumb to the weight of division and discontent. This chapter challenges viewers to think about their own legacy. What mark are we leaving on the world, and how will future generations remember us? Baba Vanga's wisdom reminds us that legacy is not about fame or fortune. It is about the impact we have on others and the contributions we make to a better world. Stay with us as we continue this journey through Baba Vanga's profound prophecies. The lessons ahead hold even deeper insights into the fate of Donald Trump, the United States, and the world in 2025. The revelations will challenge, inspire, and transform the way you see the future. Baba Vanga's final prophecy for 2025 centered on a profound test of unity, both for the United States and its people. She foresaw a year where the fractures in society would be magnified, yet also where the seeds of healing could be sown. This test, she warned, would not only determine the fate of Donald Trump as a political figure, but also define the trajectory of the United States for decades to come. She spoke of this test as a spiritual crossroads, a moment where collective action would outweigh individual ambition. Trump's role in this prophecy was one of complexity. Baba Vanga saw him as a lightning rod, capable of either exacerbating divisions or uniting disparate factions through an unexpected act of humility and leadership. Whether he would rise to the occasion or fall to the weight of ego and external pressures, she left open for fate to decide. The test of unity would extend beyond leadership, touching every citizen. Baba Vanga envisioned communities faced with choices that would either deepen divisions or foster collaboration. She spoke of moments where old grudges must be set aside, where forgiveness must replace resentment, and where shared purpose must triumph over personal agendas. This chapter offers a stark but hopeful message. Unity is not a given, but a choice. Baba Vanga's wisdom challenges us to consider our role in creating harmony. Are we building bridges or walls? Are we listening to understand, or only to respond? The answers to these questions, she said, would shape not only 2025 but the soul of the nation itself. Baba Vanga's prophecies for 2025 offer a sobering yet empowering vision. They reveal a future filled with challenges and uncertainty, but also one rich with opportunity for growth, transformation, and renewal. Donald Trump's fate, intertwined with the destiny of the United States, serves as a powerful reminder of the interconnectedness of leadership and collective responsibility. Her teachings emphasize that the future is not set in stone, it is shaped by the choices we make today. Baba Vanga's wisdom calls on us to reflect deeply, to act with intention, and to approach the coming year with courage and clarity. She urges us to seek truth, embrace unity, and prioritize values that uplift rather than divide. As we leave this journey through her prophecies, let us carry forward the lessons she shared, to look beyond the surface, to remain steadfast in the face of adversity, and to build a legacy of compassion and wisdom. Baba Vanga reminds us that while the future may hold uncertainty, it also holds infinite potential for those willing to rise to the challenge. The future of Donald Trump and the United States in 2025 may indeed scare everyone, but it also inspires a call to action. The power to shape that future lies not in fear, but in hope, resilience, and the unwavering belief that even the darkest moments can lead to light.